Well, hello and welcome to a wonderful announcement in West Virginia. My name is Mitch Carmichael. I have the privilege of serving as the Secretary of Economic Development for this incredible state. And I want to just say to our Korean friends, I've already welcomed those from America, get this, West Virginia, Oshun, Giselle, One, Young, Habanada. Thank you. I don't know what I said, but welcome to West Virginia and Happy New Year. We are gathered here this afternoon to usher in the future, a future of technology, of innovation, of entrepreneurship and careers. A rolling thunder of economic revolution is occurring in West Virginia. And to make this incredible announcement, please join me in sharing our appreciation of the man leading this economic renaissance in West Virginia, the 36th governor of our great state, the Honorable Jim Justice.
Okay, now sit down, please. Now, I'm not going to speak Korean, but in all in me, I absolutely appreciate, welcome beyond belief. You know, I've said it so many times, and it's ever so true. West Virginians are craftsmen. They're good, absolute people. They're family. They're faith-based, low crime, solid, rock-solid people. But the thing that they do that absolutely separates us from everyone, in my opinion, is we're appreciative. We're appreciative of others. And absolutely today, we need to stand in appreciation beyond all comparison. Again, West Virginia is moving to the forefront. So many people have pulled the rope. For crying out loud, you know, I get to talk to you, but so many people, whether it be our Senate President, our Speaker of the House, on and on and on, it goes on forever. We have two great U.S. senators with us today. But in every way, I thank all of you. I thank all of you for helping pull the rope of a guy that maybe just had some creativity and imagination to really dream about a state that really and truly we had been shoved to the side. We had a lot of tough jokes told about us. They aren't telling them anymore. Absolutely, we are rising like you can't imagine. But LG, just think about this. You know, whether it be Fortune 200, whatever it may be, can you honestly tell the truth? They could go anywhere in the world, if not beyond this world. They absolutely have the technology, the smarts, the money, every single thing. And they were good enough because a lot of people worked really hard to choose West Virginia. Now, we are right on the cusp again, West Virginia, in doing something like we can't imagine. In your wildest dreams, you can't imagine what could be right at our fingertips. I said this today, and I would say this in gym language. Absolutely just down-home laymanship. If you could really just step back and just think, these people are smart people. These people have got their act together. They didn't get to where they are by being just dodos. They got where they are by being smart and aggressive, absolutely doing the good stuff. With all that being said, what have they done? They've tagged our universities to really be able to help, and help from an intellectual standpoint. They've tagged the possibility of what I would call maybe some low-hanging fruit to be able to help us all in West Virginia with health care and with things that we really desperately need. And then I'm sure they've looked at our natural resources, and they've looked at where we live in proximity to the world's population. Absolutely, really smart people that have chosen West Virginia. I'm telling you, we could not possibly be more appreciative. And I speak for every single last one of you, but I speak for me, from my heart. My mom and dad, if you'd opened the door for me and I wouldn't have stopped and thank you, it would have been a bad day in Jimmy's life. Now, with all that being said, we're not only stopping to thank you, we're stopping to say, we'll never forget it. We'll never forget it. You know, I was talking to Mr. Cho, and I'm going for this right here to refer to him as William, because he promised he would refer to me as Jim. But he said, where is Baby Dog? Even in Korea, we know Baby Dog. You know, and I thought to myself, for God's sakes a living, can somebody know me? I mean, why is it always Baby Dog? But with all that being said, I said, I've got something for you. She's not here because she jumped out of that crazy chair and hurt her legs, and she's having a heck of a time with that. But with all that being said, I've got this picture of me sitting in front of the Capitol with Baby Dog sitting with me. And she's got her sunglasses on. And I wrote William, because he's going to refer to me as Jim. I wrote, we are sorry Baby Dog couldn't come today. She injured her leg. A lot of weight when you jump out of a chair. And trust me, she's got plenty of weight. And then I said, all our best and all our appreciation. Governor Jim Justice, Baby Dog's dad. So if Mr. Cho, if William would come out here, I want to give him this, and I'm going to turn it over to him. Is he? Please. God bless you, sir. This is all right. This is all yours here. All right, it's all yours.
Thank you. I hope you'll be soon well, Baby Dog. Okay. Wow, it's very bright. I can't nearly see you all faces, but let me start. Okay. Thank you, Governor Jim or Justice, and Secretary Michael, and Senator Manchin and Senator Capito for warm welcome. It is my pleasure to be here today in this beautiful state of West Virginia. Not too long ago, I served as LG's North American CEO for 6 years. So it's always great to be back in the States. And West Virginia holds a fond place in my memory. Many years ago, I learned how to speak English by singing to John Denver's Take Me Home Country Road. Now I'm finally here with all leaders in West Virginia for this significant occasion. Let me tell you about LG Electronics, about the recent announcement. We made a bold business announcement to go beyond a brand as consumer electronic and home appliance company, transform ourselves into smart life solution company. And as part of this transformation, we are actively pursuing the business opportunities in emerging industries, including digital health and clean tech and metaverse. And more importantly, we are also committed to reinventing the future for our customers and partners and communities, because they are exactly the source of inspiration and our innovations. This is why we created LG Nova, LG's North American Innovation Center, to work innovatively with companies and leaders finding new opportunities for the business growth, and providing the tangible solutions to our customers and communities. By working closely with the state leaders, we'll be contributing to the economic growth of the states by creating many new jobs in the digital health and sustainable energy and the other future industry. Our new businesses will partner with the many state services and infrastructure, providing unprecedented experiences to those who are in need. We have high confidence that our motivated and innovative products and solutions will serve them very well. And ultimately, this initiative will enable us to open new opportunities not only in the state of West Virginia, but also the Appalachian region and beyond. Life's good. This is our solid and ongoing promise that motivates us to create better customer experience and solutions for the people and for the planet. Thank you, Mr. Governor, and thank you, Secretary and Senators, and the leaders of West Virginia for partnering with us on this exciting journey. With that, let me hand it over to the head of LG Nova, Dr. Seok-Woo Lee, to share more detail on our exciting upcoming strategic initiatives. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. I now understand why Mr. Cho said, I cannot see anything from the stage. It literally is hard to see anybody. But I can feel the heart. I can feel the excitement and the passion in this room to innovate and to bring new jobs to the States and to bring more ventures, new ventures and new businesses from LG Electronics in collaboration with the state. So first, I'd like to say thank you to our CEO, Mr. Cho, and also Governor Justice, and also the Mitch, which I've been working together for I don't know how many months, over nights and days, and also Senators the Manchin and Capito. I really pleasure to be here with all of you, and everyone that will work together to get to this point. So Mr. Cho explained about LG Nova, and we are an innovation branch of LG Electronics to create new ventures for the future. So we now, obviously LG Electronics is a huge appliances company, consumer electronics company, but as Mr. Cho announced that we are now working toward becoming a smart lifestyle company. That includes healthcare, that includes better energy, that includes better job skilling. So that's what we are focusing on, and that's why LG Nova is working very closely with all the partners that you can imagine. And our philosophy is to innovate together. We know there are so many smart people, smart organizations out there, and we are good, but a lot of better people, better organizations out there, and we want to work with them and harness the potential all together. So that's what LG Nova does. That's where it comes down to West Virginia, okay? And when I met about a year ago, I think the folks from the West Virginia, I felt the need, or I felt their desire to collaborate. It's not like they said, okay, we know everything, we can do everything ourselves, you just be here. That wasn't the message that I was getting. I was getting, say, okay, let's do this together. We know LG is a big company, but there are a lot of things LG cannot do by itself. And also West Virginia is a great state, but obviously there are a lot of things that LG can make a difference. So that's why we started discussing about, okay, how do we create these new ventures that we are developing as LG Nova and work with West Virginia to make an impact and make a difference in West Virginia. And that's why we are here And then that's why this great announcement, we're going to help all of us, I believe. To get into a little bit of detail, we are going to create new venture in digital health, in telehealth, to make the healthcare broadly available, provide a better healthcare for those who are in need. Also, the energy. West Virginia is one of the leading energy states, but also there is a way to manage the energy more efficiently. There's look at the energy of the future. That's what LG Electronics is creating new ventures. We're going to place a major portion of those ventures in West Virginia, and thank you. So I still need to go through my talking points, right? So I usually don't. Okay, one more thing. We talked a lot about AI. That is another point that we focus on. And we are interested in innovation, not just for the sake of innovation. We want to make an impact. Same principle applies to AI. We're not going to just do that for the sake of AI. We want to make sure whatever we do with AI actually has a real impact to people, improve the quality of life of people. And that's really the mentality or the philosophy what we have over here. So in summary, I'm extremely excited about the opportunity to build and to partner with the businesses and organizations in West Virginia, hospitals, and energy companies, and government, and universities, and all the communities that are in West Virginia that we can work together to build this bright future. So we're ready to innovate. We want to bring new solutions to the West Virginia. We want to bring in new innovation and work with West Virginia to create new innovations. So I'm really, really looking forward to work with all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Man, that was awesome. Thank you. Yes. Well, thank you, Soku and Mr. Joe, and it's so honored to have you here in West Virginia. I'm not sure we need to step back and realize this is a Fortune 200 company. It's with over $200 billion in revenue, with 76,000 employees. They could have gone, as the governor said, anywhere in the world, and they chose West Virginia. And it's such an honor to have you here, and we look forward to doing great things together and all that we can accomplish. And as the governor said, these things don't happen in a vacuum. There's a team of people that put together the plans and the progress and the opportunities that are able to incentivize a company, a world-class company like LG. And LG, by the way, has been ranked as one of the most, as I said, a Fortune 200 company, but also one of the most admired companies in the world and one of the best places in the world to work. And so these companies are choosing West Virginia based on many of the things that our colleagues throughout this audience have performed, none less than our Lieutenant Governor, my good friend, Senator Craig Blair. If you would come and say a few words.
Ooh, it is bright. Randall, turn those lights down just a little bit. I come in here with no notes, and then I'm inspired because of a couple words that was said. Reinventing. West Virginia, over the last 8 years, has been reinventing ourselves. In such a way, I didn't bring a prop that I normally have, but I've got a book here of legislation, I'll get you one before you leave, that has made it so that we're attractive to business. We're attractive to industry. We're reinventing ourselves in such a way. And another word that you used, Chairman, innovating. Again, West Virginia, we are innovating ourselves in such a way that the rest of the world looks at us. You're not getting in on a ground floor opportunity anymore because there's others before you, but you're still early in the state of West Virginia when prosperity an opportunity is in your grasp. Right now, we've got a state that knows how to spend money, and one of the favorite sayings I like to use, we don't operate at the speed of business or speed of government, we operate at the speed of business. I'm proud of that. And then you mentioned customer experience. Customer experience means everything. And this is where we look at, as elected officials, how we can make a better experience, not for our people, just our people, but for the businesses that locate here and that are here, and make it so that they can be profitable. And profitable is not a dirty word. It is a good word. When you're able to take raw materials and turn them into a product that somebody wants to buy. And by the way, I'm an LG customer, and I'm a satisfied LG customer. I'm going to be followed by way more articulate people than what I am. But I want to tell you one other thing, and that is we have a 60-day session here. And we're counting on day 60 to have a trade show in our capital where industries, and I'm counting on LG being there, set up like a trade show and being there and interacting with other businesses that are in the state of West Virginia. Talk to your vendors and your customers and invite them to join us as we celebrate the renaissance of West Virginia to where it's going to be the best it can possibly be for all involved. LG Industries, thank you very much for choosing the best state in the union. God bless West Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Blair, and for all your contributions. So our next speaker is one who has contributed mightily to the prosperity in West Virginia, the innovation economy, the manner in which we attract world-class companies like LG. If Speaker Hanshaw would please join me on the stage, let's give him a welcome.
Mr. Secretary, thank you. Friends, welcome. Every day, we are all greeted by friends and colleagues and family when we come into work. Every day, we all get the question, how are you today? And my stock answer for most people, most days, is to smile and simply say, life's good. And it certainly is today. It certainly is today as we welcome our new friends to West Virginia. We are deeply proud of the tradition that West Virginia and West Virginians have as the powerhouse of industry. We have powered the world through energy resources extracted from the earth in West Virginia for 200 years. And we are proud today to say that energy is not just our past, it's also our future. But it's a 21st century future now. We're proud to say that we have become a 21st century economy, that we are no longer bound to any particular segment of industry as our economic future. We are proud of the collaboration that we have between our government leaders, between our leaders of higher education, between leaders of business and industry here in West Virginia that's allowing us to create the 21st century economy that we're here to celebrate today. 2 years ago, I stood on the floor of the House of Delegates on the opening day of our legislative session and said that it was my #1 goal to make it easier for companies across the world to choose West Virginia. And today we celebrate that choice by our new friends and partners in LG. Thank you very much. Welcome to West Virginia.
Fantastic. Yes. Life is good. Thank you, Speaker. And our next person to address our organization here today is a worldwide leader, renowned on the worldwide stage. And he's done so much to help West Virginia move us forward. And very pleased to welcome to the stage today our good friend, Senator Joe Manchin.
You know, I got to say that we were so enthralled to see Mitch's vocabulary and understanding the Korean welcome that he gave. But as I'm told that Speaker Hanshaw speaks fluent Korean, South Korean, and he said that Mitch just ordered a fancy takeout dinner. and he's looking forward to that. Let me say to all of you all, we really, truly appreciate you being here. I want to mention a few people who haven't been mentioned yet that basically started this whole thing to happening. I know that Mitch took a delegation over to South Korea a while ago to visit with you all. And with that, he had Senator Takubo and Senator Jeffries, and they're sitting there, and I want to thank them. They've been on the front end of development for our great state and going out and hustling it. But to Roger and Craig and all the gang here, but let me just tell you from the standpoint of being in Washington, what Shelley and I can do working together is making sure we have all the opportunities that possibly any state can have. It's up to how you handle it. And the toxic political atmosphere that we're in, not just in our country, but across the world, is very challenging today, and you have to navigate that. But the purpose is you have to have people with the same values. South Korea and the United States have the same values. We cherish and honor, basically, freedoms, democracy. We work together. We are allies together. We will fight together. We'll defend together. And we've always done that. And we were talking about the politics earlier, and Shelley and I were downstairs. We were talking to Mr. Cho, and I think it was said that basically the politics are tough in South Korea. The opposition party leader just got stabbed. And I says, well, it's not that tough yet in West Virginia or in the United States, but it's not far from it. And we were very, very sad to see that happen as we see the discourse going on. The only thing I can tell you about the whole political process that we have, we'll never see this opportunity again in my lifetime and maybe many of yours. What the federal government, the investment the federal government has made in state by state. Shelley and I are both sitting on appropriations. We are both in committees that are very instrumental to the state of West Virginia, me and Energy and her and EPW, Environmental Public Works, working together with one cause, giving West Virginia every opportunity to succeed. We can't succeed unless there's people willing to make investments. And the investment you're making in West Virginia by coming here shows the rest of the world. And having a marquee company such as LG choosing West Virginia over the other 49 states and many places in the world you could have gone to come here and show what can be done. The transition that's going on in the world today, the transition that's going on in the United States, the transition is going on in energy and economic development. We have our two leading university presidents with us at WVU and Marshall, and President Gee and President Smith, and we're so thankful to have them at the helm. But together we can do it. Government should be your partner, not your provider. People think, what are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for yourself? West Virginia is doing everything it can to be the best partner you've ever had, and also to make sure that you're successful. Every partner wants to make sure that you're successful. And for LG to be successful speaks volumes of who we are as West Virginia. You will be our best recruiter. You will be able to go out there and be creative to bringing people and showing them, not just us going out and give them a sales pitch. It's easy. When I was governor, I used to go out and tell them, I says, I can tell you the same as every other state is going to tell you. The best is talk to the people that have come here. Talk to the Toyotas, talk to the marquee companies that have come to West Virginia and continue to expand because of how they're treated and how we appreciate. So whether it's 200 jobs, whether it's 500 jobs, or whether it's one job, every job makes a difference. LG changes the lives of people every day. And you're going to change the life of West Virginians. And we're going to help make sure that with the partnership that you have is the greatest partnership you have anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world. So we want to thank you on behalf of a grateful state and a grateful nation for coming to West Virginia. We appreciate it, and we'll be the best partner you ever had. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the senator in West Virginia who has done so much effort at every level of government to help move us forward and to create this environment that people want to come to West Virginia and create these amazing opportunities. Please join me in welcoming Senator Shelley Moore Capito.
Thank you all. And Randall, thank you for those nice narrow steps and my high heels. I really appreciate that. It is so wonderful to be here. And I just want to add my voice of thanks to LG, to Mr. Cho and Dr. Rhee, and all of the your associates who are with you today and the associates that you will be bringing to West Virginia and the associates that you will be developing here in West Virginia. I want to say congratulations to the governor. He's done an incredible job on economic development. He knows what it means. He knows how to do it, and he sure is proving it again and again, and certainly is today. I'd like to thank Secretary Mitchell and Secretary Carmichael and Mike Rainey and the others at the Development Office who've done a wonderful, the International, Holly and Steve have done magnificent work for a long time, and I appreciate that. Presidents Gee and Smith, it's always great to be here with you, and Speaker Hanshaw and President Craig Blair, great to see you. Good luck in your session. I know it will be fruitful. It has been, and our good friend John Chambers, who's not here, but I understand was part of the impetus to get LG and West Virginia together. The exciting thing for me is that as we talk about transitions and how West Virginia has been in the past and wants to be in the future, one of the things we know was the key and is the key to our future is the development of great innovative technologies. And that's what LG represents to us and to the entire world. And that's the exciting thing, I think, for us, whether it's going to be in Morgantown or Huntington or Charleston or Harpers Ferry, wherever it is, it will be a whole state pulling together to an industry of the future, and that being technology. When we were speaking backstage, Senator Manchin asked Mr. Cho about artificial intelligence, AI. It's kind of the new buzzword. It's been around, but it's really in the public space, both for us legislatively, but also on the technology sector. And the description that they gave me to how LG thinks about AI is a little bit different than what we think. We think artificial intelligence. They said in their definition, their company definition, in their mindset at LG, it's effective intelligent, effective with an A, meaning it comes from the heart with the thought of improving people's lives, not managing people's lives or having people's lives move in a direction that an artificial intelligence could tell you. So that tells me that the partnership between West Virginia and LG is going to be a great one, a great fulfilling, because we think of ourselves as a very affectionate state, and we are, and we're ready for the changes and the innovation that are going to come. So Mr. Cho said he learned English or how to speak English by singing Country Roads. So I'm going to finish with this because life is good is the motto for LG. But life is good in almost heaven. I think you'll find it that way, and welcome, and thank you.
Thank you, Senator. You know, we should all be so proud of this state. There is no other state that you can assemble at one time this type of leadership and group with our 2 U.S. senators, our governor of the state of West Virginia, lieutenant governor, speaker of the House, and now the leaders and presidents of our 2 flagship universities. Let me welcome to the stage someone you're all familiar with who's done such an amazing job since his return to West Virginia, our good friend, President Brad Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Cho, Dr. Rhee, the entire LG team. It is absolutely phenomenal to be with you today. I said I feel like I'm at the finale of a fireworks, but when I say finale, with all the spectacular speakers have already come, I'm not talking about the grand finale. I'm talking about where you've already heard all the good stuff and you've seen all the good stuff, and someone leans over and says, "Is there anything left in the bag?" And you pull out that little sparkler. I'm that little sparkler you're going to light, and the grandkids will go, "Ooh, oh, that was cute." Now, honestly, today is an announcement that is worthy of all of the fireworks. This is a milestone moment for our 2 institutions. And it began a little over a year ago at a dinner out in California, and it was amazing. And I can tell you, it is a rare instance when organizations' visions and values are so aligned that they become synonymous. But it was obvious that evening that that was indeed the case. Mr. Cho did tell us that he learned to begin to speak English by singing Country Roads. What he didn't share is John Chambers, Gordon Gee, myself, and all of us sang Country Roads in the restaurant. So we were really united in that moment in time. LG Electronics is a global leader. Those of us who served and worked in Silicon Valley looked up to, admired, benchmarked, and respected LG. They are a global leader with a distinctive commitment to bringing high-value, impactful digital products and services to the most important problems that society is trying to solve today. You heard some of those earlier. Digital health, energy being two that are highly relevant to us. And their investment in our state, both in dollars, intellectual capital, and partnership, will promise to be game-changing for our state. It will not only help us advance digital health and clean tech, it will set us up as a use case for the rest of the world how rural markets and rural states can leapfrog and lead the world in the 21st century. Marshall University, with our dear friends at West Virginia University, our peers across the state and all of higher ed in 2-year and 4-year programs, and all of the elected leaders stand prepared to ensure that you are successful, this initiative is successful, and West Virginia is successful. God bless LG. God bless West Virginia. Thank you.
We're even more excited. This is a great opportunity, and now, yeah, it is incredible, really, when you think about what's occurring today and this to begin this new year. And now, please join me in welcoming the president, someone we all know and are so great friends with, of West Virginia University. Please welcome President Gordon Gee.
Well, you know, I have had 2 hips replaced, so I was looking at those stairs and thinking, am I going to make it up here or I'm going to fall flat on my face? I've done that plenty of times this year anyway, so I'm totally grateful to be here. If Brad, if you are the sparkler, then I am the firecracker, exploding in different places at different times, as you can imagine. So I provide that as a little background. So, Mr. Cho, Dr. Rhee, we are so delighted to have you here. And it really did start about a year plus ago when we were all together in San Francisco, and the opportunity to learn from you. I sat next to Mr. Cho, and he kept pulling out his strategic plan, and I have it on my telephone, and I followed it this year. And it didn't work. But anyway, I want you to know that I really do appreciate all that you have done and all that you are doing on behalf of our state. What I want to talk about for a second, because Brad has mentioned it and all of our leaders have mentioned it. First of all, I want to thank our governor for his leadership. It's been terrific. I want to thank our legislative leaders. You know, I think that our Senate President said it best. You know, in 8 years, there's been a transformation in the state, and I have been here for 10 years now, and the transformation has just been absolutely remarkable, and that leadership has made such a difference. But obviously, with our 2 senators who have done everything they possibly can to make certain that West Virginia is in the center of the world, not simply on the side, and they deserve a great recognition for that. Give them a round of applause again, would you please? I'd appreciate that. But for us as leaders of higher education, what our real goal is to make certain that we have students who are here, who are trained, and who are going to stay here in this state. And that is what LG is going to do for us. Because with LG crossing the digital divide, allowing us an opportunity to be able to say to any student, wherever they come from, anywhere in the world, that when they come here, that they'll be able to not only get a great education, but find a great job and a great opportunity to live in a great state. That is what we are celebrating today. We're celebrating an opportunity now to make certain that our young people stay here, that many young people who come from from various places around this country and around the world, that they're able to stay here and be with us. Education, opportunity, jobs, creativity. The world is indeed a much different place thanks to this announcement today. Life is good, but West Virginia is better because you've made it that way. So thank you very much for letting us all be here today.
Well, thank you, President Gee. And as you know, West Virginia is connected worldwide. We have people who have achieved great accomplishments that are from West Virginia. And one of those, we're just preparing to hear a video from Mr. John Chambers, a West Virginia native who led Cisco and is still so involved in economic development and opportunities in West Virginia. So if you would, let's give our attention to the screen and listen to Mr. Chambers.
Over 6 years ago, we had a dream about the future of our state, where West Virginia could become the role model for the rest of the nation in terms of how you take a state with challenges and say, how do you reinvent the state? How do you make it a startup state? How do you bring government leaders and business leaders in the academic world and the global corporations together to really improve the lives of all the citizens, and one that is good economically for your business partners, but also for each of the citizens within your state? What you're seeing today is one major proof point on how working together we can accomplish almost everything within this state. I want to thank the governor for your leadership. I want to thank our speaker and the president of the Senate, speaker of the House. You all have been amazing throughout the entire time. I want to thank our leaders of our great universities, Gordon Gee and Brad Smith from West Virginia University and from Marshall. But mainly I want to thank all of us who had the courage to dream together. And I want to call out LG Electronics. William, and I hope it's okay I call you by your first name because you are part of our West Virginia family now. You had the courage from our very first visit to say, we can play a role helping West Virginia's dream in a way that is economically very, very logical for your corporation, but also very good for society. And not thinking about it as a series of transactions, but related areas from everything from manufacturing to startups to education coming together across the state. We are deeply honored to have you as our partner. This will be the model for the rest of the world. This is about innovation. This is about doing the right thing. It's about also good economics going forward. And I want to thank the entire extended West Virginia community for making this happen. And for LG Electronics, you are part of our family. Congratulations on an amazing day.
From all corners of the country, we are welcoming you to West Virginia. So let's once again hear from the governor who has led this revolution and to welcome LG to our state, as well as all the other businesses and opportunities that have flocking to West Virginia because now they see the opportunities, but none more meaningful from an innovation entrepreneurship component than this announcement today, LG. But let's bring the governor back out for a wrap-up comment.
Okay, now I can't see you, William, but I know you got to be right here. But anyway, we thank you again and again and again, and all the LG folks, all of you for all you've done. We'll wrap this up with our curator, Randall Reed Smith, and we're going to sing Country Roads.
Okay, everybody on your feet. It's our newest state song. Almost heaven. West
That's a great way to learn English. I need a song like that to learn Korean. So this concludes our formal portion of our public announcement. There will be a private dinner afterwards. We thank everyone for coming, and Happy New Year after this great announcement. Thank you.